What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know?
Ik zeg, hoe is jouw naam? Ik heb het niet verstaan, ik vraag, hoe is jouw naam?
How do you say delicious? How do you say lovely? How do you say delectable? Divine? How do you say groovy? With it?
Hi, everybody, dear listeners. Yes, we have an English episode today because of a very special guest that has come here from the Strangelove Festival. This is, of course, Queer Delight, your program about LGBTQIA in Antwerp, Belgium, and far outside and around the globe. So, welcome, Pablo.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You are one of the organizers of the Strangelove Festival this year.
Yeah.
So tell us more. What is the Strangelove Festival? Where is it happening? When is it happening?
Okay. So, well, Strangelove Festival, as I think a lot of you know already, it's what we called a queer festival. Considering a queer festival like a free space for all these queer or non-binary identities, gender orientations, sexualities, etc., and focused on what we will say it's more like an underground or more experimental way of arts.
Yeah. I know this year your team is trash, right?
Yeah, it's it's kind of tricky because we like to play with a team, but we don't like to actually stick to the team strictly. So it's more like a guideline. It's like a concept that you can, when we start brainstorming about what we like in that specific moment, we try to go that line. So this year was trash.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think it's a great team. I mean,
it's great, but it's funny because at the same time sometimes we joke because when we were programming, it was a bit like, okay, the team is trash, but at the same time we're quite trashy every year, you know. So it just comes naturally.
So it's an organic growth.
Yeah,
of the team.
I really think so.
Yeah. Last year we also had like some of the artists from Strangelove here, and we know there's been a whole new team doing the Strangelove Festival this year.
Yeah. Actually, there have been some changes, and it's the first year that I'm there as organization. I've been involved like volunteer and always as public, of course, and there have been some changes. The core team is there, but that's also something good, you know, that people. It's not the common goal, but that new approaches can join and see new perspectives. Yeah, that's good always.
Great. So tell us, when is it happening?
Okay, that's important. It's
important.
7th, 8th, and 9th June.
Okay.
So it's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So 7, 8, and 9 June in Headboss.
Okay, great. So you also brought us some tunes from some of the people who will be playing at Strangelove, and you'll be featuring. So I suggest we dive head into it with the first number from Hartron. That was Hartron with Queer Nation. Hartron is one of the headliners of the upcoming Strangelove Festival happening 7, 8, 9 June in Het Bos. And we have Pablo with us, one of the organizers. So where is Hartron going to play, and what dates can people see them?
When?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play on Saturday.
Okay.
So actually he's in what we would say is more or less like this border between the end of the program of Saturday and then the party, you know?
Okay.
This mental border, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Saturday. It's around 12 more or less.
Okay.
11 something 12 will be. So it's like a late concert, so we can connect directly with the DJs.
Okay.
And party till the end.
Great. Your parties are quite legendary at Strangelove, no?
Yeah, apparently.
I remember from last year, like people come from all around. So.
Yeah, this There's a good vibe, I would say.
Yeah. So, I mean, how did you come in touch with the festival? How did you end up like being on the team?
Me personally, it was more like first it was just an interest, like public, like okay, this is something that I saw, I like it, I'm gonna just check what they do. But then friends of mine, they were already involved, so the first step would be like being volunteer, like okay, I can go there and help them during the day, and I'm with my friends, so at the same time it's
It's fun.
it's fun because it's fun, you have the ticket, for the day, you just enjoy. And it was just a step further, like okay, can you get in? Yeah, okay, why not?
Yeah.
Jump in.
Yeah. So what do you do on the festival now? What is your...
Well, the thing is, like, since we are a small team, things are very blurred. Like, responsibilities, we cannot share that easily as if we were a very big team.
Okay.
I'm helping a bit with communication, because it's something that I'm more used to do because of my background.
Yeah.
And then also, personally, we choose we choose more like what are we going to be involved according to our interest. So I'm helping more with the expositions.
Okay.
We have 2 expositions this year.
Mm-hmm.
One of visual arts, the other one it's graphic work from queer parties in Belgium and surroundings, also in the Netherlands. And that's where I'm more involved.
Okay. So the graphic one, is it you also kind of selecting works and putting them together, or?
It's called Creatures of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
And actually we made an open call to every party or event organizer with queer or a theme or of a queer public.
Yeah.
During the years here in Belgium or also in the Netherlands, like I said. And we just made the open call. We received a lot of nice material, because the idea here is that it's tricky because a lot of this material was and these parties, they were celebrated when there was no internet even.
Okay.
So that also made it difficult to recover a lot of materials.
Yeah.
So it has been very nice to discover all these things, also very complicated,
Yeah.
But the final aim of this exposition is to create a kind of an archive.
Okay.
It's not that we're going to create it, but it's an idea that we share with the rest of queer event organizers, that it would be nice to make kind of an open archive.
Yeah.
To keep this all this graphic work.
Yeah.
Because as I said, a lot of these materials and otherwise they can get lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just.
It's really nice.
So what are you going to do with the material after the?
The problem now, thing is, like, this is an idea that we propose, but we didn't actually went to a plan of if this archive is gonna actually exist. So at the moment, what we are doing it's talking with every person who borrows us some materials. What do they prefer? And we are mainly, to make it more easy, we're gonna give back the material. But we know the concept is there. We know we have the contacts, we have a list, So if in the future somebody wants to keep on working on this, or if we want to do it, at least the base is there,
Yeah.
So the project is there. I think it can be a very nice collaborative project,
Yeah.
But at the moment we're going to give back the material, because sometimes it's also, a lot of responsibility and a lot of work to just keep everything. That's something that should be talked about with everybody.
Yeah.
But it's an idea.
Yeah, because you also have, I think we had him here in the past, a volunteer of the Fonds Suzanne Daniel, which is a big LGBT archive, who would probably be very happy to have all that material if the owners would be willing to donate it, of course.
Yeah, indeed, you have the official archive, so actually it's also good to make something that you're not gonna work in the same direction, because it would be nice to, not work against, you know what I mean? It would be nice to. So it can be an option, just put everything together and move it. But then again, that needs a lot of agreement. So.
Yes.
But you are totally right. Actually, they are in the archives were contacted. Of course, they were the first ones to.
But like you said, you already have the basis now with all the contacts.
Yeah, it's
and so
the
on.
idea. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah. So do you notice like a lot of similarities between like I don't know, material from 20 years ago and now, or is it really obvious like what is from that period and what is from that period?
Oof, that's tricky.
Do you even have a lot of material that's really old, or is it mainly very diverse concerning to which countries or cities it's from, or it's also from way back?
Really-
What's like the oldest material you
Yeah,
have?
really old. I wouldn't say we have a lot. I mean, we have maybe the things. I don't know if we get a lot of really old things. We got like before in Antwerp, for example, we were very lucky to get some material from a party called Vanilla before Poppy, the first Poppy.
Yeah.
So they organized, the first founders of Poppy, they had this one. And we have also, we also contacted them, we also have some material from some parties in Ghent, Trouble and Spas. That was kind of, that was a bit later, but it was like, we're talking about
90s.
yeah, maybe 2000, but yeah, a bit 2000, but the beginning. So yeah, it sounds like it's yesterday, but no.
Roger, don't you have very old queer posters from when you were like
Maybe
young?
my husband has. I don't have any old posters.
But that's something to take into
My
account.
husband is interested in that kind of things.
Well, and you also recently moved, so maybe some of that material, I don't know.
No, I think he knows where it is.
Okay.
The moving was a big problem. We have a lot of people that because they moved from country or inside Belgium, the archive sometimes disappears. So
Yeah. So, and what was the other exhibition you were
Yeah.
talking about?
The other exhibition is we call it Exposure. It's just like this big concept where we have like this visual art exposition. So that's it's different media. We have photography, we have installation. We have like printed material. So it's we have like 5 or 6 visual artists that they submitted and we contacted for work. And then we also have the installation called Darkroom. That is it's an installation where you can get in, and it's like this music and literature, the sensorial thing,
Okay.
And that's made by Rona Kennedy, Fabián Espinosa Díaz, y Tine de For.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a reinterpretation of the dark room or something.
Yeah, the idea is to have our own dark room,
Yeah.
but it's an artistic dark room.
Okay. And are people, I don't know, still welcome to do trashy things there? or-
Well, I think that's for whatever the literature and the music, invite them to do.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yes, let's go to the next artist on the list, and I kind of forgot who that is, but
Las Bistec.
Las Bistec. I think they're from previous.
Yeah, Las
edition,
Bistec, we added because they were here in Antwerp 2 years ago, I think, or 3. And they come from Barcelona, I mean, they are Spanish. And we were, okay, it was me, so I said, okay, I'm going to put them.
Great. Las Bistec. That was, of course, not Las Bistecs, but it was Divine with Walk Like a Man. Maybe there's some cover somewhere from Las Bistecs from Divine, but that was not it. So.
I don't think so. They are divine. They are 2 very nice girls, but
Yeah.
it was Divine. That was totally different thing.
Yeah. And I think Divine probably got into the playlist because of the...
Yeah. Divine got into the playlist because, the topic is trash. She was
The queen of trash.
The queen of trash, friends with the pop of trash, John Waters.
Uh-huh.
And I added because on Friday we have, we screen a movie. It's called Scenes of the Fleischer Poets. And it's this thing that we do in Strangelove. It's the movie, kind of an old movie or a classic movie with music, live music.
Okay.
So we have Elke that is gonna play guitar. Is gonna make a special soundtrack for the movie, And this movie that is from 1965 by Mike Kuhar. It's a movie that actually John Waters likes a lot.
Okay.
It's one of the movie that he considers. Yeah, like
One
a
of his
master-
inspirations or something.
So it goes together to the trash and this
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Are you a John Waters fan?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I think sometimes it's too obvious to say, but I mean, you cannot deny. I mean, if you see it and you like it,
Yeah.
why not? No.
Yeah. Part of our history.
Yeah, I really think so. It's like other movie directors that at the end you do your life and then you realize that you talk like things that, you talk same things that they say in the movies, and you do things that
Yeah.
that the characters do in the movies. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, not the same totally, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember actually he was in Belgium a couple of years ago. I think he came to do a tour with a talk. And then I actually watched like one of his movies in Odorama, which was also kind of like this. I mean, I like it when a movie kind of gives more input than just like the visuals and the sounds. And then that was with this thing where you had like 10 kind of smells. It was like a strip that you, I don't know, with the smells, if you wanted to smell it, you had to kind of scratch it open. So in the movie, like, I don't know, at certain points, there was like a certain number of what you had to scratch. And then, I mean, I didn't really smell that much. Like, I don't know, there were supposed to be some heavy smells there. But, I mean, anyway, the idea was super nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So basically, like, I mean, the musician, he will be there at the film screening.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the same room.
Oh, yeah.
It's live music.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I think movies, there's gonna be like another movie, Queer Shorts, right? On Saturday, or
We have the queer shorts on Saturday.
yeah.
Around 8, we show a selection of queer shorts that we thought they were interesting. Yeah, as I said, not because it's not a trash topic. It goes further,
Yeah.
And this year it's a very interesting selection because there's a little of everything. Like you have more narrative movies, and then you have like more experimental ways of seeing things. We have animation, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
A bit of
great.
everything.
Yeah, I know Strangelove once upon a time started as a film festival, I think, right?
I think, I mean, as I know it's always present, and it's kind of important, but I don't know if it was their main core. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it.
No, I mean, I remember like, well, that was already many years ago.
Yeah.
But I think most of them were really film screenings, and then around there were like some other things, but it was like really focused on the screenings, where I think maybe now the arts and like, I don't know, live performances and everything.
I guess it's an easy way to start, like you have the event and then you can make things around.
Yeah.
Especially at the beginning. Now, luckily, and also because we are in Head Boss, especially because we have a place, you can actually plan and program more things at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, not at the same time, but the whole day,
Yeah.
So,
Okay, great. So you yourself, you're from Valencia originally?
yeah, I'm from Valencia. Yeah.
So did you also get involved with the queer scene over there, or was it something that...
Not that much.
Okay.
I should say not that much. I'm here. I'm living in Belgium for a while. When I was there, I was still a student, and I was not really. I also studied outside Valencia, so I was not that. I was more busy living, I think, and I forgot to. Yeah.
But I mean, there is a connection still, I would say. Or
Yeah. There's always this personal thing that you.
Yeah. So with that being said, like, let's go and listen to the Spanish group now, really, Las Bistecs.
Yeah.
That was Las Bistecs with Historia del Arte?
Yeah,
Am I
very
saying
good.
it right?
Very good, very good.
Okay, good. Underground band from Spain who were talking just during the break about the song and how, well, it is a bit of nonsense, but also a lot of truth, that all of our art history is unfortunately a lot of men together and not many women.
Yeah, that's what they talk about. I mean, at the end, it's only men, and yeah.
So in your festival, is that something you try to balance, or does it happen quite naturally that there's a lot of diversity?
What I experience, it's that we didn't try to balance. I mean, we didn't try to. And then at the end, well, I didn't count, but it comes naturally, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anyway in like the queer circles, like, I don't know, there is kind of like a natural mixing. And yeah, I don't know, maybe even more women than men, I would say.
I would say so. And at the same time, we cannot really count because we are talking about a field, about a scene where people choose to identify with whatever they want. And that's what we are trying to spread. So it would be strange to count.
Yeah.
Because how do you count all the big options in the world, you know?
Yeah, no, it's true. Like,
so at the end, we didn't count.
yeah. If you go away from binaries.
Yeah, it's like whatever you want.
Yeah, that's always a tricky thing I found, like, I don't know, maybe more in the civil society or NGO things. Like nowadays, if you want to get like subsidies, they kind of like force you to have this kind of count of like, I don't know, men and women. But then if you do something on trans, like, I don't know, it just totally, I don't know, seems very useless. So they try to kind of have these quota, which is good, of course, like, I don't know, for civil society projects to have like a diverse representation. But then on the other hand, it doesn't really fit with like all the queer things.
Yeah, but that is one of the objections being made with those organizations or people who are advocating to just get rid of the MVX altogether. That in order to measure certain help mij Stan, ongelijk. No,
inequality.
Yeah, in order to measure certain inequalities, sometimes you need to count. And if you want to measure, then sometimes it helps if you would register gender identifications, and you can obviously also have a non-binary option or a transgender option. But there are some reasons why measurement would not be bad, of course. But I don't think that for a festival that is very important. I mean, you're not counting at the door, right?
No, we are not counting, and even if it could be something to talk about, but at the end is, you know, like something, okay, we have this and this and this, but we don't see the point, especially because what we were talking about, because our festival is just a place for everybody expressing themselves like they are.
Yeah. I mean, every year you also have like a free podium, right, where people can come.
That's gonna happen on Thursday, and that's important. So because it's always nice to remind people that they can register, you know, to get those 5 minutes of fame that we all deserve somehow. Well, some people more than others. And it's just an open podium, like a queer cabaret, to where everybody can go and they have 5 minutes to express themselves doing whatever they want to do. It can be poetry, it can be dancing, it can be lip syncing, spoken word, it can be live painting, whatever. I don't know.
Okay. Are you gonna do something?
No. Because I don't know what to do, because I'm very busy, but if I was not that busy, I would consider to do something.
Okay.
So please, people, you know what to do.
So which direction would you go? Like the lip syncing or
I would kill a lip sync, yeah.
All right.
Because I cannot really sing, so...
Yeah, I know yesterday you just went to the RuPaul.
Yeah.
What was it? Work the World tour or something?
Yeah, I think it's Work the World, no? Called, So we were taking notes.
Okay.
Maybe in the future, if I want to go to the open podium of Strangelove, I already saw the professionals.
Okay. And maybe some songs, like, I don't know, with match and everything. Yeah, I think it's really kind of, maybe it's RuPaul that kind of brought lip sync to a cool or acceptable place again, no?
The lip sync maybe, and maybe it's tricky, and for sure some people will debate about this, but the drag queen thing, it's going crazy. Even in a very mainstream scene, especially in the States, only because of this program. And I know that's something we can talk about and discuss, that some people are not that happy about that, but it's always good to see that they are there, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And that there's people doing things like this.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think it's great, but then at the same time, well, it grew from something, well, maybe you could even call it like trashy, like really from the margins, and the way the show was kind of like vibed and created. I mean, it was so creative and I don't know, cool. And now, like, yeah, I mean, it gets into a very kind of mainstream point where people really want to get on the show so they can book their own shows and yeah. So, I mean, I guess that's maybe something that's unavoidable or something that's kind of hard to control. But, yeah, it's from the trash to treasure, I guess.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's like with every artistic expression that starts being very underground, and its core, it's underground. When it got mainstream and very popular, what do you do with that? Okay, on one side it's very positive because more people will know about that, and when there's a message behind, it's good that the message goes broad.
Yeah.
On the other hand, yeah, it may lose the essence of the...
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a question.
Yeah. So are you into the drag scene here in Belgium?
Oh, I once in a while, go to Que Pasa. So you can see what they do, but I don't follow like religiously, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's something nice to see.
Yeah. Something that's coming up as well.
Yeah, and it's very festive. I mean, it's a nice way to go out and enjoy outside for a while, you know.
Yeah. But you don't go in drag yourself? Or?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't look very well.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, what kind of scares me is like, well, I don't really want to shave my beard or any other parts of my body. Whereas, like, I don't know, if I go for a fishy look, I think it's kind of...
Because I wanted to say that you don't have to shave.
No,
you can
it's
be
true.
bearded.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a lot of variations to explore or something, but yeah, I don't know.
That's why it's also very important to see Saturday of Strangelove hard on, because it's not that he does drag per se, but he makes these looks that they are very flamboyant.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
it's
Yeah.
always nice to see.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, for anybody out there who wants to try drag the first time, the open podium
Totally.
is...
The open podium on Thursday and the whole weekend. I mean, come and bring it on.
All right.
I mean, just to be there.
Yeah.
Of course.
So with that, let's go to RuPaul and Supermodel of the World. Okay, well, that was RuPaul with Supermodel of the World. And I think actually the Work the World tour is still landing in Antwerp at some point. So, I mean, little free publicity for RuPaul, just because he deserves it, I guess. Strangelove, that's happening before that, and it's gonna be, I think, even a lot more trashier than the show of those drag queens.
Sure.
So, well, I mean, there's a lot happening. There is music, parties, exhibitions, and we were just talking a bit about the movies. You were saying actually on Thursday, the opening nights, there's also Bruce La Bruce.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to add, maybe. It's very interesting because on Thursday we have The Misandries. That is the last movie of Bruce La Bruce.
Okay.
So it's always good to watch Bruce La Bruce. Also a very particular style, kind of trashy. I mean, it's his thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the new movie, so
Yeah.
we have to go.
Okay. So, and this one is basically a bit of retrospective or something, or I don't know, just kind of showing the early pioneers of the queer movies, or Bruce La Bruce.
I know we chose it, because of his style, but the movie is the last one. So
Okay.
Yeah, the
So
movie
it's
is the
quite
last one.
brief.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
It has been releasing all around the world. Depends on the country, of course. The date is different.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. And then I think there's also like dance. I mean, you have a lot of different art forms happening.
Well, we have 2 performances. but of course, performance is very broad sometimes. One of them we have on Friday. It's called About a Session from Anna Konjecki. I'm sorry about the surnames.
Totally fine.
Yeah, and this one it's more, it talks about the body, how we, at the public, we see the body of the performers, when they are doing the show, and it's, she says it's like it melts a sensual experience and analyzes, so it's kind of rational or emotional, and that's more dance performance.
Okay.
And then on Saturday we have another performance. It's called Muda Mute, Placement, Displacements, and Mutant Bodies by Mavi Veloso, Brazilian artist. And this is a transdisciplinary performance that just like sound, music, and body performance. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. And then, I mean, I'm looking at your flyer actually right now, which is very nice, and I think all around Antwerp.
Yeah,
this
it's
time.
getting spread. Yeah.
Okay. So pornogamy, what is that all about?
Okay. We have Friday. We have a workshop on pornogamy.
Mm-hmm.
There would be the Dana Adriana Carlos. It's a girl from Antwerp that is invited to make this workshop. She's an artist and she's very skilled with her hands. So mainly the workshop, it's one of the main ideas to create this nice safe space in Het Bos for people to get together, have a drink and talk and get to know each other. Meanwhile, they wait for example, a performance or a movie. And in this case, a good way to create new relationships and to talk with people, it's doing pornogamy, that it's origami with
Porno style.
Porno style, yeah.
Wow, amazing.
It's just another way of
Yeah.
creating new things.
Yeah. It's like it creates whole new visions for like the table setting, you know? Like if
Indeed.
you want to have some porno, I mean, it's better than the Swan that everybody knows by now.
Yeah, it's about that. It's about updating the
Yeah.
to work.
Okay. Yeah, great.
We have also another workshop on Saturday, and this is on Saturday we have the workshop with Bebe Books, this collective of publishers, and it's a workshop to make your own trashy scene, your fanzine.
Okay.
So people who who attend, that they have to register, sending a mail to Bebe Books. If they check our Facebook, they will see the address of Bebe Books. They can go there for the workshop and they create a fanzine. The fanzine is called Leak.
Okay.
It's the number 3. It's the 3rd year that we have this small fanzine going around during the festival.
Yeah.
But this year you can do it.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
a very nice thing to do also.
Yeah. I remember from last year the zine, and it used to be like quite big. I remember there was this magazine called But. I think it was Dutch a couple of years ago, but I don't think it exists anymore, right?
I don't know if they're still publishing, but they got very big.
Yeah.
But it's very huge now.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they are doing with the issues. If they are they continue like.
Yeah, I haven't really been following up.
They have like these big books that they made to put everything together.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, like I don't know, the leak scene. Let's see where I don't know that can take the zine scene.
Yeah, and in this case, it's made by the public. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So how do you go about getting all these various artists together? Do you do it all by call, or are they also friends, or what happens when you prepare the festival?
Well, there was a bit of everything. We have an open call, and then you just choose what you think it's interesting because it fits the festival, it fits the theme that I said. It's not that strict, but okay, can go that way. You like, it's doable or not, because it's a small festival also. You cannot always bring things from, I don't know, Australia,
Yeah.
whatever. Then we also have the things that we directly try to go because we like anyway.
Yeah.
They don't come through the open call, but we like during the year you see this and this and this artist.
Yeah.
Let's try. And then also there's also some artists that we know, we like what they do, so we contact them because of personal, of course, a personal relationship.
Yeah.
It's not actually this year there are not a lot of them, but some of them, it worked like that.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a mix of everything.
Yeah. So how many people are you now with the festival organization?
I would say we are like around 8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice group.
It's okay, but if you consider that it's people have their jobs and they think this is an extra thing. So at the end it gets, even with 9 people it gets complicated.
Yeah. Or if you want to keep it all democratic or something, then
and to share work.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Le Tigre in Decepticon, or
Decepticon, I think it's
okay.
pronounced. Yeah.
Yes. That was Le Tigre with Decepticon on Queer Delights, your queer radio program on Radio Centraal. 106.7 FM, 106.7 FM. We are still in the studio with Pablo from Strangelove Festival that's happening the second weekends of June. Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7, 8, 9 June. So, I mean, it's a very, I would say, still quite international kind of program. People from everywhere. I mean, I guess you also, being from Spain, are in the international scene in Antwerp, but I don't know if it's that big. Like, do you have a feeling that like Antwerp is a quite a international queer scene, or?
Well, I don't know what to say. I would say I'm kind of surprised. I always say the same. Antwerp, considering it's not such a big city if you compare with cities in other countries.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a lot of it offers a lot of choices cultural wise, so I think that also is something that I see with the people. Also because of this situation, you have a very nice art academies, the fashion academy, good universities, also international companies. So I think that makes Brussels, it's very close, so it makes these cities here in Belgium like a good point for people from all over the world to get together.
Yeah, a bit of a small melting pot.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, I guess, not all of the artists are living in Antwerp, I guess they just come from...
No, we get the performers, they come... Well, all the performers, all the podium art, the concerts, we have the Harton, they come from Italy, Two Pigs Under One Umbrella, they come from Austria, and then from the performers we have, Mavi Veloso is Brazilian, but I think she lives in Brussels, and Anna, they're gonna come from Munich,
okay,
from Germany, and then also for the exposition, we have artists from different countries, and I think maybe some of them will come to set up the works themselves, and they come also from Germany. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, from Berlin maybe, or.
But I cannot tell you the city. Sorry, but because we were checking where they have to come from and everything, but I didn't do that part.
Yeah, I don't know, in my mind, Germany and then Berlin would probably be in Europe kind of the capital of queer, trashy, underground kind of things. No?
Indeed, yeah.
I know, like, I don't know, nowadays, like the porn festival is also like growing in Berlin, and like, I mean,
That I didn't know.
Queer porn, I would say. It's a kind of like new thing coming up. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a place where I imagine that like a lot of the trash also gets inspired from.
Indeed, yeah. It's the perfect place, I think. Yeah, one of the perfect places for this kind of scenes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one artist you mentioned, two picks under one umbrella. That we haven't played. When are they giving their concert?
Yeah, they're gonna play on Friday. So Friday around 11, we have this concert. Also on Head Boss, of course, and it's two peaks under one umbrella that they come from Austria. They have this electro dark set with a lot of performance, you know.
Okay, let's listen to them. That was two picks under one umbrella with Techniques of Pleasure, playing at Strangelove Festival in Antwerp soon in Het Bos. So Het Bos, it's a great space. I think also perfect for queer and trashy stuff to happen. So, I mean, it's the festival hub, like people just can hang out there.
Yeah, the idea is that's actually, I think that's the good thing about this festival. If we are lucky and the weather is nice, which we never know. It's just nice to go there and to see friends and other people, and the place itself, an aesthetic point of view and also on a more ideas point of view, it fits very well with the festival. So it's perfect. It's a youth center. It's it has a lot of space that we can use for the expositions. Also has this space, as I said, with the workshop, where people can get together. You know, you can go for a drink and then you can get together. So yeah, the place, for the moment, we're very happy. We hope it's gonna last long.
Yeah. I mean, I see also foods on the flyer. So is that something that's gonna be a performance, or is it just for people to eat?
No, the food is well. It's just the Volkskeuken.
Okay, yeah.
From always. Now we call it the Q kitchen or the queer kitchen. And every day will be one cooking collective. It's invited.
Okay.
So on Thursday we have Autark. On Friday we have Rodevit. And on Saturday we have itinerant cooks.
Okay.
There are different menus. You can check it on the website. And yeah, these collectives are... Actually, they are people who actually work with the head boss frequently, because head boss has this cooking program you can go and cook.
Yeah.
So it's just taking advantage of that to create more this space of you can spend the whole evening there.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So like I'm assuming it's all vegan or not necessarily.
I cannot say if it's vegan or totally vegan or vegetarian, you know, but it goes in that direction because it's something that we are interested in. So we try to do like this.
Yeah, great. I mean, I didn't even know there were all these itinerant cooks around to, do all of that stuff.
I'm very surprised because if you go to Head Boss during the weekends, they change quite often, and there's a lot of people doing this, and I think it's very nice initiative.
Yeah.
Bring back this idea of eating together, you know, that I think in our society we are kind of losing sometime. Somehow, sorry.
Yeah.
And also it's very nice what they do in Head Boss, because a lot of times I cannot really tell the origin of this these collectives, but a lot of time in Head Boss they work with people who come from other countries. So they work with these immigrant centers, like refugee centers also.
Yeah.
So it's another experience also.
Yeah. Okay, good. But yes, I think there's still a couple of people we haven't featured yet, so I suggest we just dive in a little bit more into your playlist and go to Jessica 6 with See the Light. So we're back with Queer Delight about the Strangelove Festival. I mean, it's a very queer festival, like we were saying, and like, I don't know, it comes from the margin and trash. And I guess maybe, I don't know, queer needs a bit of a, I don't know, repolishing or reappreciation because of the thing happening at the Brussels, the Belgian Pride this weekend. Were you at the Belgian Pride?
I was there.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what you mean. I think I know what you mean.
It was like the NVA truck that, I don't know, lost some posters or something like that by, well, from what I read, it was like a queer collective, but I don't really know what happened.
I don't know very well. I just can say that because I was talking with a friend next to the police station in city centrum. And I saw then a little demonstration already, because apparently they took some people. But I don't know very well what happened. I cannot say.
Yeah. Do you have any more info, Marcia, or no? I mean, I also read it just from the papers. And then there was like this whole discussion about, can you be gay and right-wing? I mean, of course you can. It's not very nice, but it's your freedom.
It's your freedom, of course.
Yeah.
It's your freedom to be wrong. No,
yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But do you consider yourself political as a festival?
Oh, as a festival, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell. I don't know if I would get in trouble. No, I think as individuals expressing themselves, and as a festival also giving a room for individuals expressing themselves, there's something political all the time. The fact that we let people do this, I mean, and share this kind of artistic expressions is political. And the fact that we, as organizers, organize it and call you guys to help us and to come to see and to help each other, that's political at the end. I don't know if it's the same politics that you are talking about, but at the end it's doing something for the common thing, you know?
Yeah, it's a very I don't know, general political thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be political in very different ways.
Indeed,
I guess
that's
I mean, yeah, I guess in my mind, what I don't know could have been happening at the protests is this kind of reaction against the fact that, well, the LGBT community is being claimed by more and more different players, and like things like, I don't know, the Pride become like a kind of platform for all sorts of, well, not only political parties but businesses and whatever to, I don't know, create a consumer base or whatever. So yeah, I mean, in that way, you see that like movements get claimed by different people, and I can see that for some of us that might create quite a lot of frustrations. I mean, not to say that it's okay to just assault a truck or try to, like, I don't know, ban people from certain things. I don't think it's the right reaction. But yeah, I don't know. In that way, I think. I mean, it's important to have, like, I don't know, more, well, to keep on going with more festivals that explore margins and not throw everything together in like a mainstream event where, yeah, I mean, there is some mainstreaming going on, and like, I don't know, some normative images come out more clearly than in queer festivals, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we cannot fight against that at the end. Something goes on top, it's more mainstream.
Yeah.
I guess what it's important is to try to find the ways to show more variety in general.
Yeah.
And that applies to a lot of things in life, you know. But in this case, it's what is important for us, you know.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let's go to the next song on the playlist, and I will have a quick look which one that is. I think it is, yes, Kim and Foreman with Return It. And with that, we have come towards the end of our episode of Queer Delight. We're here, of course, every second and fourth Friday of the month on Radio Centraal 106.7 FM. Thank you so much, Pablo, for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
And well, everybody, just go to Strangelove Festival 7, 8, 9 June in Hutbos. It's gonna be amazing. See you and hear you next time.